Okay, this is the Getting to Know ArcGIS for Desktop textbook, and we're on exercise 4B. I did not close our catalog after doing the last exercise, so it is still open. And number one says browse to the world GDB. We're already there. And on the standard toolbar, click the Arcmap button to start Arcmap, and I've already got that open. Otherwise, you'd have to go over here and go to Start. And it may be up here, or you may have to go to all programs and go to ArcGIS and then find Arcmap. So I've already got it open, so we'll just flip over here to Arcmap. And so we want a blank map, and actually we've got a blank. If you open it, and I closed that initial dialog box that comes up when you open Arcmap, and so I get a blank map by default. And it says position Arc Catalog and Arc Map so you can see both the catalog tree and the Arc Map display window. So it looks like we'll do this the Windows 7 way, and we will drag this one over here. And actually, I don't need to drag this one over because I can see everything the way it is. I'll probably drag this one over a little further. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to drag the lat long feature class, which is just going to be a layer. Oops, maybe I do have to, let's do it this way. Okay, so I want to drag lat long over and drop it into the Arcmap display. And I'm probably going to get a big grid of latitude and longitude lines over there. Okay, there it is. So that's not really much of a map. And now it says I can close Arc Catalog, and then I'll maximize this. And now we're on number 7 on page 94. It says look for the Catalog tab on the right side of the display window. And that's way over here. And let me see. Click the tab, and here's my catalog window. And now what I want to do is go to, let me see, we have to look for it. We just added a little bit ago. So under folder connections and under sRepress and under chapter 4 and under data and world.gdb, and I want to click, whoops, click on the plus sign, and I want to click on the countries feature class. This will be a layer. When you hear feature class, think layer. And on the catalog window toolbar, click the toggle contents panel button to see both the tree, the file tree, and the preview. So that looks like this button right here. Click on that, and there's the preview down at the bottom. And so it looks like we kind of go between 3 different views here. And what I want to do is I want to drag this over to my map. And apparently I can't do it from that view, so let's go to another view, and now let's try to drag that over, and we can do it from that view. Okay, and I don't know why it came across so small, but we're going to click on full extent over here to make it fill up the entire map area. Okay, now I want to click on the Add Data button, not the arrow, but just the Add Data button here with the plus sign on it. And I want to, this is just another way to do the same thing. It's in chapter 3 right now, so I'm going to have to go up 1 level. And then go to chapter 4, and then go to data and world GDB. And this time I want background, and click on add. And that doesn't help us very much if it's on top of countries, so we're going to drag it down below countries over here, and there we go. And that takes us to the bottom of page 97, and on the bottom it says, on your own, open the attribute table of the countries layer and verify that it includes the air pollution field called PM10. So let's do that. Let's right click on countries here, and the attribute table, remember, holds all of the data that is behind a layer on a map. So we get open attribute table, and we are looking for a column called PM10. So let's work our way across here, and I'm not seeing anything yet. That's kind of a short name, so it should be easy to pick out. And there it is, third one from the end over here, and so we can close that. And now let's go to page 98, and on the standard toolbar, click the search button right there. And this will open our search window over here on the left, and undock it. So I think I can just click on the pin here and drag it over, and now it looks like the one in the book. In the search window, click the search options button. There's my search options, and click on the down arrow. And whoops, I'm sorry, just click on the button. And we will get the search options dialog box. And in the register folders and server connections frame, that would be right here. That's a frame. And click the add button, and we're going to browse to world. Whoops, I guess we're not going to world GDB. We're going up one level. Up one level. It says go to chapter 4 folder and click select. Okay. And let me see, chapter 4, oh, wait a second, chapter 4, click select. Okay. And at the bottom of the search options dialog box, this is my search options dialog box, click the index new items button. So the process of indexing usually means that what it's doing is it's looking at the data, and it is trying to make it faster to access. It's creating an index or like a table of contents, so when you go to look for something, you'll be able to retrieve it much more quickly. If you compare it to the table of contents in a book, if you look something up in the table of contents, you can go directly to the page that the item is on. If you didn't have a table of contents or an index, you'd have to look through everything sequentially to find it. So this is taking a little while now, but it will speed things up for us in the future. And I'm going to pause this until it gets done. It may take a little bit longer here. Okay, it did not give me any values in these bottom three fields here, but it appears to have stopped. So it says click OK to close the search options box, and in the search window make sure the drop down menu is set to local search, which it is right here. And in the text box, type pollution and press enter. And this should be similar to the picture at the bottom of page 99. We've got one air pollution, U.S. cities, countries, and then this differs a little bit here. And I'm going to assume that's okay. And we're going to go. Now, if you look at the ends of the file names here, this is in the file ex04c.mxt, so that's my map from chapter 4. This is also from the chapter 4 folder. This is from the chapter 4 folder, and this is not. And if you go down to the fourth one in the book, that is not either. So I'm thinking all we need to have is these first three terms here. And now we can go to page 100. And in the search results listing, click the description of U.S. cities PM, so that'd be this one, and here's the description. And that's going to open up a window for us that describes what is in that file. So here's a description of what's in the file. And it says to read the summary statement, and it says U.S. Cities PM provides locations and attributes for cities, major U.S. cities, including air pollution measurements. Okay, so PM might be pollution measurements. In the item description window, which is this window right here, click the Preview tab. Notice the data has geography navigation tools, so you can explore your data more closely, just the same as in the ArcData application. In the preview list, click Table. So right here. Scroll to the right to see the last field, PM10. So we're going to go all the way to the right here, and there's the last field, PM10. And now we're going to go to page 102, number 25. Close the item description window. So that's this window, and we'll close it right here. Drag the U.S. Cities PM to the map. So that would be this right here, and this is the light blue link. So okay, let's grab the blue link here and drag that to the map, and it puts the U.S. cities there. And now that's over here. It went to the top so we can see it. In the table of contents, right-click U.S. Cities PM and click Zoom to layer, and it will zoom to that layer. We can probably close this window too. I don't know if I missed that or not. And there it shows us all of the cities that are part of this data set. And that takes us to the end of 4B.